God bless, Dragon Slayer King here. Just wanted to show my scrapwood lumberyard project I've been working on. Over here I have all the wood skids that I've been getting from Lowe's and different places. I got permission from one of the supervisors from Lowe's to take as much scrapwood and wood skids from their back behind their building as much as I want, as long as I don't take the yellow or blue skids. So what I'm doing here is I have all these skids lined up and stacked up like this, and I come over here and I with the Sawzall and I start taking apart the wood skids, and then I separate all the wood pieces. Like in this wood skid here, you can see there's a lot of 2x4s running through it, and then some of these other ones are really long with long 2x4s and different shapes and sizes of wood and everything, and planks, long and skinny, and different widths of wood. So I cut everything apart, and then whatever I can use for firewood for the fire pit, which is you know, the wood's not as good quality, then I will take it and sort and separate it and use it for the fire pit. And then all the other pieces of wood, what I'll do is I'll stack them, and over here I have the rows that I've been working on. Now I have all this set up from last winter. I haven't worked on this spring yet, but I've worked on this all last summer and fall, and then this was all sitting here from the winter time, so I have a lot of work to do over here. I have a lot of extra wood to cut apart. But over here you can see I have 3 piles already stacked and covered with tarps. So this is my little lumber yard right here, and underneath these tarps I have all kinds of wood that I bought from Lowe's or from recycled from other projects that I was working on, and wood that I got from Lowe's from the scrap wood from behind, and then wood that people gave me or I got from other places or picked up from neighbors or family members or whatever, just extra wood. And so it's all stacked under here, and it's all different sizes and lengths and widths, a lot of 2x4s, and also a lot of other planks and a lot of different sizes, 2x6s and 2x8s and a lot of different stuff. And over here, show you over here, some of these wood skids I'm going to keep just to they're really come in handy for projects and different things. Like I have all these rows of in my lumber yard here. I have all of these scrap pieces of wood stacked neatly on wood skids. So these are rows of wood skids, and then I have the lumber stacked on top. And here's another row that I've been working on, so you can see how I stack it. And I can only stack it so high the way that I'm stacking it, but I can probably stack it about 2 to 3 feet. Maybe 4 feet depending on what I'm stacking, but I have it all sorted out. And you can even get pieces like this, which are really cool. Nice, almost like a 4x4, almost like 3x4. And you can use these for making furniture, or over a door, like a wood beam to go over a door, like a doorpost or something. There's a lot of different uses for these. So I got a lot of thick pieces like this too from wood skids. Lowe's, they have a whole bunch of different unique types of wood skids and scrap wood and junk wood and cut-offs and all kinds of things back there, and also some scrap metal at times. But yeah, so anyways, this is the row that I'm working on now. This is, I didn't have a tarp for this, and so this was left out in the winter, but it didn't really hurt anything. And I like how the wood gets really weathered, and I can build a lot of really cool, interesting things with this wood. I have a lot of ideas and plans for the future to build a lot of really awesome things. And so anyways, yeah, that's the row that I'm working on now, that I'm stacking. I got a bunch of skinny long pieces, and I got 2x4s over there, and then I got some 2x4s that a friend gave me on top of there too, with some foam on it. I could just cut the foam off and reuse those. And then, like I said, I have lots of wood skids I'll keep for projects, and I won't take them apart like some of the better wood skids. And then I also will cut a lot up. And then over here, this is a bunch of wood taken apart from the wood skids that have nails and things in them that I need to take out before I stack. I think some of these are pretty clean, they just need to be stacked, but I have this pile here, and these need, the nails and everything need to be taken out and cleaned up, and then I'll stack them. And then I usually have 2 buckets here when I'm running this over here and cutting everything up. And 1 bucket's for like scrap metal, like nails and screws and metal that I clip off of everything or whatever. And then the other one is for like small pieces of wood that I will burn in the fire pit and have over with the firewood. And then I'll have like another pile I'll lay over here on the grass or whatever, or put in the wheelbarrow for bigger pieces of wood that I'll burn in the fire pit or stack on in the firewood for the fire pit for later. So yeah, it works out really good. And then over here I got a little wooden table that I need to rebuild so I can get my operation set up here. And I have a couple long pieces, some 2x12s I believe, or 2x10s, and I got those from my old landlord. He gave them to me. He gave me a couple other pieces too like this, and I'm going to use these for ramps for loading stuff off of a pickup truck. And I have the ramp ends so I can make them in the ramps. And yeah, so this is just more of the row that I have to cut up over here. And you can see they're all different sizes and lengths, and there's a lot of really amazing, interesting things you can get. This here was actually made like this at behind Lowe's. Lowe's has a lot of different types of things, boxes and things that are already made, and I just took this just the way it was. And I'm gonna probably turn it into like a tabletop for outside working, like a little work stool or a work table. But we'll see what I'll use it for. But yeah, it's really nice that they make stuff like that and then they give it away. And then here's just more wood skids, and here's the row of wood skids coming around. And like I said, I just use a Sawzall and cut them all apart and then sort everything out and go from there. Here's some more tall racks, shelving type racks that I got from Lowe's. These must have been used in the plant section to hold plants or some display or something, and these were in the back, and I got these, and these will come in handy for me to use for my outdoor workshop type area where I can sit tools or sit supplies or whatever I decide to use these for. Or if I have a yard sale, I can sit yard sale items in these like I did before when I had a yard sale last year. So here's another tall one. And then over here, these are 2 signs that I made out of wood skids that I can put, sign stands that I can put signs on for yard sales or anything to sell off of our property here. We have a road that goes right by our property. It's not super busy, but it's not super quiet either. And it links a highway to another couple towns and everything, so it's pretty and it's some industrial areas, so it connects. It's like a back road that connects, so there's a lot of commuters that do use it from time to time, so it's good for business too. So anyways, I have these sign stands I can set up for yard sales and different things. So yeah, they all come in handy. And then I'll show you real quick back here a project I'm working on. This is the shed that I got. This was here when I bought the house, and I'm really thankful for that. It's the only shed I have. I'm glad for it, but I need a lot more storage space, so I'm working on building some. Over here is my sort of outdoor type work area. I don't have a cover for it yet. I might get a canopy or something, or eventually the goal is to build a giant building right here, a workshop or shed or something. And so I'm doing some scrapping some metal, taking apart metal and everything back here, and to earn some extra money. And then over here I built this base for this new shed that I'm going to build, and this is going to be a vertical, really tall vertical style shed. I'm going to make it into like a sort of like a Gothic castle or Gothic church looking building. It's going to go up probably about 16 feet or so. I'm not sure exactly yet. And then I'm going to paint this shed to match and decorate both of them to match together to look like a castle or a Gothic church or something. So it's going to look really cool. I'm really excited about that, and I'm going to use the wood from all of my piles here to build the shed back here. And I might have to buy some wood for certain aspects of it, but I'm going to try to use most of this wood to build the shed and to build work with the other projects I'm doing. I'm also planning on doing a hardwood floor inside the back of our back room, and I'll be showing you videos and all of that in the future. I have a lot of videos to show and make about a lot of things. And I'm going to use skid wood and run it through a planer, and I'm going to make wood skid floor for the back room, so that's really exciting. So back here real quick, this is the base, the foundation that I made for the new shed. I did buy these 3 4x16s, 4x4x16 treated beams here, posts, and I had them stacked up with some pieces of wood underneath, and I had them level, everything was level, got it just right, and then I built this out of skid wood and reinforced it with some 2x4s and made this base for this new shed and stuck it right into here. Just fits just right the way that I'm trying to do it. And then over on top of this, I'm going to probably buy, or if I have enough wood, I'll have to see, I'm going to make a strong, sturdy floor, probably out of 2x12s, and run them this way, and just to really make it really strong and supportive and everything. And then I'll build the walls up off of that. So that's what I'm thinking for here. And then, of course, I'll have like some ramps or another deck coming out or something off of the sides of this. I'll have to figure all of that out. So yeah, that's one of the projects I'm doing. I just wanted to show you that because I'm going to be using the skid wood and everything to build the shed. So I'm really excited about that. And like I said, I'm using it to build a lot of other projects around here, inside the house and outside the house. And then one last thing, over here, like I said, I'm going to have a lot of plans for the future. I'm just doing some metal recycling over here, but I got this table, this workbench. It was in the basement when I bought the house. It was already made, and it looks like it's constructed out of 2x4s and maybe some other types of wood all put together. It's pretty sturdy, nice little wooden table there. And yeah, so this is the back of the other side of the property. And like I said, I want to build eventually a really big shed or building over here. I'd like to have these two moved eventually. I'm making this one so it can be picked up and moved. This one, I think it can be picked up and moved too. Eventually I'd like to pick both these up and move. I don't know if I'll ever do that, and then have one big giant building, but I might just have to keep these two here, we'll see. And then build a giant, really big shed or some kind of building here eventually. But in the meantime, I'll probably get a canopy or build some kind of just like a, what do you call it? Not a canopy, but a pavilion style, like a lean-to or something, like just with a roof on top, so I can work outside. And if it's like super hot or raining or something, I can still work and cut up wood or take apart metal or make furniture or whatever it is I'm doing. So anyways, yeah, I just wanted to share that. Thanks for watching. Dragon Slayer King here. Here's my DIY scrap wood pile. Thanks for watching. Take care.